Hello and welcome to the second in our series of videos all about the wonderful world of honors contracts. In this video we're going to talk about how to design your honors contract. We're going to go over how you get started on designing your honors contract, look at the different types of honors contracts that you can do, and discuss learning goals, activities, and deliverables. So, how do you get started with your honors contract? Well, the first thing you want to do is to choose the course or the courses that you're going to do your honors contract in. Next, you need to make sure your instructor will do an honors contract because instructors are not required to do honors contracts. So that's the first thing you want to do is make sure that you are eligible to do an honors contract in their course. Next, you're going to need to schedule a meeting with your instructor to discuss contract goals, activities, and outcomes. The best way to do this is to find out their office hours, which should be listed on your course syllabus, and then go and meet with your instructor during their office hours. You can also email them, call their office, or talk to them before or after class. Make sure you submit your contract online before the deadline, which we will talk about in the next video. Then you get started on the work you need to do to complete your project. After you've submitted your contract, you're going to want to keep checking back on MyWCU to see if you need to submit any revisions and to make sure your contract has been approved. So remember, it is your responsibility to initiate this process with your instructor. The instructor will never initiate this process for you. It's up to you to get it started. So there are two basic types of honors contracts. The first would be an extension of an existing assignment, or you can do an additional project or activity. The advantages to doing an extension of an existing assignment is that most of the project is already designed for you. You're taking an assignment that's already on your syllabus and you're expanding it in some way to make it worthy of doing an honors contract. That makes it easier to create learning goals, come up with the activities that you're going to do to complete the project, and to know what your outcomes and deliverables will be. The advantages to doing an additional project or activity is that it allows for more creativity on your part and it enables you to capitalize on your own skill set or the skill set that you are hoping to develop as part of doing that contract. We encourage students to think outside the box. There really is no restrictions on what an honors contract can be. So think about what you're interested in, think about what your skill set is that you want to develop, discuss it with your instructor, and pitch the idea that you have for your project. So the three main parts of a contract consist of learning goals, activities, and your outcomes or deliverables. So let's talk about learning goals first. The learning goals are what you will learn, achieve, or accomplish in doing your honors contract. This is not a statement of what you will do. So in other words, your learning goal will not be to write an 8-page paper. Your learning goal would be to learn more about the history of the Supreme Court in the United States, for example. Now make sure that your learning goals demonstrate relevance to the subject of the course. Next, let's talk about activities. So the activities are a description of what you will be doing to complete your contract. In other words, how will you achieve your learning goals? Will it consist of going to the library to do research? Will you be going to the art studio once or twice a week to complete a ceramic vessel? Or will you be doing community service work where you volunteer for a local organization? This also is where you can describe the level of commitment to your project. In other words, how many hours of time will it take, or how long throughout the course of the semester will you spend working on your honors contract? We expect most contracts to take the majority of the semester to complete. We do not expect contracts to be completely finished within the first couple weeks of class, as that shows a very low level of commitment on your part. Then we have outcomes and deliverables. This is what you will turn into your instructor to demonstrate the successful completion of your project. So if you're writing a research paper, that will be your deliverable. If you're giving a presentation, that will be your deliverable. If you are writing some kind of reflection journal on time you spent volunteering for a local organization, that is what's going to be your deliverable. It should definitely be connected to your learning goals and activities. Typical examples include a final draft of a research paper, reflection journal, or a creative piece of some sort. So now what? Once you have designed your contract, you're ready to submit it online. In the next video, we're going to go over the submission, review, and approval process and talk about what to do if you have any problems in submitting your contract online. As always, if you have any questions, you can call the Honors College office at 227-7383 or email me, Colin Townsend, at cctownsend@wcu.edu.